honestly, after researching my topic, I am convinced our parents made us watch the movie Pinocchio. You know, the one where the puppet is brought to life and every time he lies, his nose extends, making it noticeable that he told a lie? And then your parents go on to tell you, oh, well, like, that's gonna happen to you, like, I know you're gonna lie. Or they use other manipulation tactics, such as, your ears will turn red when you lie. Because, I mean, come on, it would be obvious if a kid was lying and they went to cover their ears. Yeah, our parents had quite a few tricks up their sleeves. Which brings me into my next subject. When does lying start? According to Talbot and Crossman, children can miscommunicate or tell false information starting at the age of 3, which I believe because I worked at a daycare over the summer with the age range from 1 to 3, and let me tell you, these kids are smart. Take, for example, you observe student A bite student B and ask student A if they bit student B, and they deny it even though you've seen it with your own eyes. Student A would typically lie to avoid punishment or negative consequences, and this is something I observed on the daily, and even at that young age, they have the mental capabilities to understand lying. But it is completely normal at this age because it shows developmental growth. It takes a certain level of cognitive and social cognitive ability to be able to miscommunicate or tell lies. So when we start talking about the cognitive part of lying, we get into the science and what goes on behind the scenes. Lying is a neurological process that happens in our prefrontal cortex, which is located in the front part of our brain. Our prefrontal cortex is responsible for our decision-making and our self-control. So it makes sense on why it happens. So it makes sense on why when you lie in that area. When telling a lie, it activates certain areas within the cortex. Lying causes an overload on the brain because while portraying the lie, you are also hiding the truth. When this happens, you can see increased activity in your amygdala. I don't know how to say that word. And our amygdala. More time. Amygdala is responsible for our fear and our anxiety and our stress. Which, I mean, when lying, it makes sense that you would feel those emotions. A frequent liar might not feel the stress or anxiety after a while because of habituation or becoming used to it. So basically, they become so used to lying that it just is natural at that point. Now we know the science behind it, we can get into the reasons why people lie. People lie for many different reasons or situations. Kids usually lie to avoid repercussions after doing something they know was morally wrong. Another instance in kids is when they feel embarrassment, which I mean, who hasn't lied to avoid embarrassment? Here is another example we can all relate to, is telling white lies in a job interview. I mean, come on, who is going to be honest when asked about your greatest weaknesses? Deception is common in relationships or friendships to be more likable. These are just few of the many reasons I could go on. So we know a few reasons now, and you're probably wondering, how do I cope or deal with it? I know someone who I catch in lies, or my kid is in their lying stage and I don't know what to do. Going back on talking about children, because that's where it starts, so this is the best place to try to break the habit. If you catch your child in a lie and they eventually come forward with the truth, the best way to go about it is to not add on a harsher punishment, because this could cause them to not tell the truth in the future. The second best piece of advice I could give is to be patient, because this is a developmental stage in children and shows cognitive strength. Of course, this is recommended for the children of ages 3 to 6. So to conclude everything I threw at you today, lying is completely normal and